I just want to laugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Laugh Daily Podcast. Man, what a time to be alive, Andrew. Am I right?
Sure. Yeah, totally. Thanks for coming back and listening to our podcast. We want to talk with you all today because we actually just a couple weeks ago wrapped up our very first live show.
Yeah, we've mentioned it on the podcast on an episode. We've talked about it on YouTube, and it officially happened. And we're going to give you all the details because it's pretty intense.
Yeah, and hopefully a lot of you watching right now are either at the show or you watched it on the live stream. But yeah, we'll talk about our thoughts about it, behind the scenes info maybe you didn't know about, give you all the details.
What's coming. Because we are working on something in regards to the live show that will be launching fairly soon. So we'll give you...
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I'll tell you all about it. Don't
You better
worry.
tell me.
I'm not telling you yet.
I'm wondering too.
Oh, you got to wait. But first, should we call GameStop and ask if they went to the live show? Because we've been calling them quite a bit on the podcast. So I'm sure they got a ticket.
So you think we should ask?
Thank you for
what
calling
they
GameStop,
thought?
where we have the best selection and deals in video games, consoles, and collectibles.
Montlake Terrace GameStop, where you can get extra trade credit towards Madden 22. This is Andrew. How can I help you?
No way. My name's Andrew.
Oh my God!
Oh, wow. Anyways,
What can I do for you?
what did you think of the live show?
Oh yeah?
Oh, what were your thoughts? Did you go?
Which one?
Ours.
JStu Live.
I don't know that I've seen it yet.
Oh, brother.
Man, we were hoping you were there because we wanted to get your thoughts and how the show went.
Yeah, nope, I wasn't, man.
Oh, nuts.
You haven't been to any shows recently, right?
I have not.
If you were to go to a live show, what would be the best live show in your opinion?
Coheed and Cambria is the best live show, hands down.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so you're more of like a music live show kind of guy?
Definitely.
What if I told you there was a live show that had music, but also challenges, skits, a Q&A, and competitions?
I think I deal with enough questions at work.
But sometimes
Well-
you just get bored at work and you need
But
a little switch up, right?
You're on the other side of the Q&A, so people ask you questions, but then you could ask questions to somebody else. Huh?
I don't know if I'd have any interesting ones.
So no questions on your end?
Nope, I'm doing good, man. If there's anything I can help you guys find, I'm happy to help, but otherwise I got to get back to it.
All right.
All right, get back to it, my guy.
Thanks, man.
All right, bye.
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 Andrew didn't want to ask us any questions.
Well, I didn't really... never mind.
Not you. I want someone to ask us a question. Call one more GameStop. I need them to ask me a question.
Ask me a question. Oops, I don't want directions.
Portage to GameStop where you can pre-order Madden and use your trade to pay. This is Mason. How can I help you?
Hey, Mason, I got a random question for you, and I was wondering if you had any questions for me that you're looking for an answer. I was wanting to answer questions, and so we had to call GameStop.
No, I don't really have any questions. What would I have questions about?
Just any random question that comes to the top of your mind, you can ask it right now, and I'll give you an answer.
No, I mean, I'm pretty set. I got what I need down, so I think I'm good. But I appreciate you offering.
Sure. Should I ask you any questions?
You cut out, so I don't know what you said, but
Oh, no, I was just wondering if I should ask you any questions.
you're breaking up really bad. You sound like a robot.
Can you hear me now?
Go ahead, try again.
Oh, I was just wondering if I should ask you any questions.
Oh, I mean, yeah. If you have any questions, I'm here for here to answer you. What do you got?
Oh, I think I'm set, man. Honestly, I don't have any.
okay.
I don't have any questions off the top of my head. So.
Alrighty. Well, if you have any questions relating to any kind of game or anything, you can always call us back.
Okay, I'll try and think of some, and then I'll call you.
All right, sounds good.
All right,
See
thanks,
ya.
man. Bye.
I think we should call back at the end of the episode. Like, hey, dude, I just thought of a question.
Yeah, we got to come up with like a good question as well.
Yes.
Okay. Guys, if you're watching the YouTube video right now, which I hope you are, because YouTube and getting to see us and this whole podcast setup, it's epic. You'll notice on the YouTube video, we got some new things right here on the table. Andrew, you got to tell everybody because this is brand new. Look at this. I got this little beverage right in front of me.
I was trying to do a cool effect. Anyways, first, we started with the Marv pillow. That was a great success. Y'all loved him. We had him on the podcast, but now we're back with our brand new launch. These are the Mystery Snack Marv's Friends and Family Edition. These are plush keychains.
Key change.
Plus.
Say that 5 times fast.
Plush keychains.
There we go. You heard it right, guys. So we got our mystery flavor bag here. So if you head over to JStuCollectibles.com, these are available now. But each character comes in this little snack pack bag. Look at this. Legit.
Yeah, notice how it says mystery flavor, though. So when you order this, you're going to get one of these guys in the bag.
You don't know which one you're going to get. You do have the option to order all of them at once, but if you order them individually, you're going to get them in this bag, and you're going to be able to open it up and see what it's inside. Can you describe these to the people listening? Because they're probably still kind of like, well, what do you mean?
Can you hear this?
I can barely hear that. Honestly.
Anyways, that's a plush. So these, we have 5 different food items, food-related items. We have, these are about the size of maybe a phone. And we have pizza. We have burger. We have soda. And we have taco. And of course, we have the classic Marv, which these things you can put like anywhere. You can put them on your backpacks, your keychains, whatever you want. They're collectibles.
But there's also a special thing about this launch. We have an extremely rare, our rarest item yet because of the quantity, golden Marv keychain. Golden on the front, silver on the back. You can only get these by ordering the individuals. If you order the entire bunch, it's only going to come with like the standard characters. But 5 people are going to get this Marv right here. If you don't know what it looks like, go to JStuCollectibles.com. It is legendary. It's going to come numbered, and there are only 5. It's super cool.
It'll say 1 of 5, 2 of 5. We might do something fun with the Golden Marv winners, but we haven't decided yet.
I mean, there are only 5, so
There's only 5 of them.
we will be doing something at least.
Oh,
So
we don't know what.
they're just sitting here. If you guys want to go check it out, by all means, they're only available for a limited time.
Yep, a couple weeks, and that's it, and then they're gone.
Just
So-
like Marv Pillow. Speaking of Marv Pillow, we did sell some at the live show. They were a hot commodity.
They were. We did not order enough for the live show. We had a merch booth at the live show, and everybody there absolutely loved the stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, in particular, the Marv pillow. We sold out very fast.
And the people who designed the Marv Pillow are designing these and launching these with us. So if you get one now, you will have one forever. But if you don't get one, you'll never have one because we're not selling them again.
Oh, man.
So that's all we had to tell you guys. Super excited about this. We're pumped to be launching a bunch of new type of products. And
Which one is your favorite?
Grump Baggins, the beverage. Look at this guy. He's got like kind of a grumpy looking face, but I just love this. The colors. He's got the straw.
I like Grumpy Guy.
He's
I
my
think
favorite.
I'm going to go with Burger. Want to know why?
Why?
Because he is by far the largest of the characters.
That's
He
true.
has so many layers. He's got lettuce, ketchup, cheese, a huge quarter-pounder patty.
Yeah, so that one's pretty cool. But man, jumping right into what we want to talk about, our live show. We have a lot to share with you because this was our first live show we've ever done. And a lot went down. Some things went wrong. Man, it was nerve-wracking, to say the least. How did you feel before the live show, Andrew, going into it?
How far before? Day of?
Let's
week,
say a
month?
week before, and then did it change getting a day before?
A week before. Okay, yeah, a week before. It seemed like we didn't really have all of our details on the table yet. So it was kind of, wasn't super nervous. It was just sort of like, I'm not sure what's going on. But I felt okay with that because sometimes you don't have to know everything that's going on. And because we have a team doing different things, like our editing team doing the videos, James was our live show like coordinator. He did like basically everything. Like I knew he was thinking of these things, handling it. So I was like, if I don't know what's going on, somebody does, I hope.
Hopefully. Yeah, and like we mentioned, it's our first live show. We got inspiration from another YouTube channel, Dude Perfect. We didn't use any production company for this. We fully figured it out ourselves. But we structured the show because of Dude Perfect. They did a live show tour, I think last year or 2 years ago. Andrew and I went to it. It was super fun. They like packed in this entire arena. And then months passed and we're like, hey, maybe it'd be fun if we try to do a live show, because we also went to the Island Boys live show a few years ago at a trampoline park. It was just so much fun. And so we're like, all right, let's take how the Dude Perfect guys structured their live show, put our own spin on it, and our own version of it, and went from there. But
with a little bit of the Ireland Boys, how they did theirs with like music and Q&A. So we obviously, since we make songs, we're like, okay, that's an easy way to have a show is to perform songs.
Yeah.
So that was part of the show.
yeah, so we were working on this event for probably 7 months. We practiced a little bit, kind of coming out with the outline, working with James, there's so many moving parts to doing something like this. Like maybe from your guys' perspective, it's like, oh, that was pretty simple. They put it together, but man, if we didn't have James for one, that would have been a nightmare, honestly.
Shout out to James if you're watching.
Yeah, because he helped bring it all together. But like, how many volunteers did we have?
We had between 20 and 30 volunteers.
Yeah.
And I still think it's crazy because when we first started developing this live show idea and trying to find a venue for it, obviously with COVID happening last year, that's one thing, because we wanted to do this last year. Remember?
Yeah.
It was like May time. We like kind of wanted to do this live show, and then obviously COVID came. We're like, okay, this isn't going to happen for a while. So we pushed it back just to, we don't know when. And then stuff started to open back up. We're like, okay, maybe we can do this live show. So at the time, with the Boot Barn Hall, that's the location we did it at. At the time, when we first started the conversation, they were only allowing 300 or 350 people total.
That's right.
For the building.
I think at one point, they kept updating us. They're like, oh, we only have 150 can only at this time. And we're like, oh, well, how would we do a live show to 150 people?
Yeah. But it got up to like 300. And we're like, okay, let's just move forward, because the trend is the COVID restrictions are getting, lifted a little more and more people. So we were thinking, okay, it might be 300 now, but by the time the live show starts, maybe there'll be more, and we can just keep adding tickets. So that was our intention going in. It was going to be about maybe 300 people.
And we had no idea how many tickets we were going to sell either.
Right.
We kind of gauged a little bit off of the Island Boys show when they went. I think they had like 500 people at the trampoline park, and they didn't do too much advertising beforehand, I think. But we were like, oh man, are we going to get 300? Are we going to get only 100? We had no idea, because we've sold merch before. We'd done these like limited launches, and we've done pretty well. But we're like, will people actually come to this event?
Yeah, because that was probably the most nervous part for me, honestly. It was like, I don't want to go through all this work and have 50 people show up when we have this giant venue and be like, hey, yeah, guys.
Yeah, that would be a little.
Like, oh, man.
If we only had 50, we'd still rock it. But I mean,
it'd be kind of a letdown.
It would definitely be a letdown. So we put the tickets up. We made our promo video. The promo video did extremely well, and we sold 1,000 tickets. We did VIP and we did general admission. And not only that, but we also sold tickets online because we did the virtual event.
We had, I think, almost 800 virtual tickets, which is awesome.
And interesting, because when you look at the live stream views, I think we're at like 2,100 views with only 700 tickets. But we did encourage people like, hey, if you want to watch with your friends and family.
That's how you do it. I mean, that's how like UFC fights. It's like maybe Buzz buys the fight, then invites all his buddies over to watch it.
Yeah. Or he's like, hey, you can here's the link.
Just send it.
You can have it. I paid for it.
I pay, you watch.
But hey, it's okay. It was great. So we get to the day before. Our DJ Standout, he came. He DJ'd the event. And at this point, we had only done like really rough run-throughs, probably 2 or 3 times.
But not even full run-throughs.
No.
Like
not
practicing.
Like, it was just like, okay, we're going to practice a song. Okay, at this point, we're going to do this. And we're not even like really doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And this is like day before the event. We kind of do like another kind of rough run-through. And that was probably the most nervous part for me. It was like, we haven't done any full run-throughs with volunteers, with anybody helping us. How are they going to know when to move everything? Yeah. Oh, man, that was scary.
Yeah. So that was day before. And then also day before, get out of here, bug. What we had to do is we had to load up moving vans and the ambulance and move all of these, because we made like, and by we, I mean Samuel, made all these stage sets, like all these like backdrops, wooden backdrops. We had like a huge Plinko board prop. We had to bring all of our props, everything we were going to use. We had to bring the day before, basically. So we loaded all that up, bring it over. The plan, here's the plan, okay? Day of, we were going to do 1 full rehearsal in the morning.
10 a.m.
Then we were going to, 10 a.m. So we were going to get there at 8 a.m., just kind of set some stuff up. 10 a.m., run the first rehearsal all the way through the show. Break for lunch.
It's a 2-hour show, so 10 to noon.
Yeah, 10 to noon. Maybe take 45 minutes to an hour for lunch. Come back, do another full run through in the afternoon, and then have a little bit of time off before the show and people started to come into the doors. That's the plan, okay?
Yes. But that's definitely not what happened.
Does anything ever go according to plan, guys? Does it?
No. I wish it did. But it all worked out in the end. But we're going to just run you through some of the things, the dilemmas we went through. So we got there. Setting up alone kind of took a while. But then something major happened before we even get to do our very first rehearsal.
Yeah. Well, because 10 o'clock came around. We're still setting stuff up. 10:30, 11 o'clock. And we're like, hey, guys, are we able to get the lights going so we can practice?
Oh, and another note, too. We hadn't fully set up or tested the live stream for this event.
Yeah.
So in the background, we're trying to get this set up. We figured, all right, we're going to just make it the live stream available on YouTube, make it a private link. Everybody who bought the ticket, we're going to email them the thing. But we're having trouble getting all the cords set up and all of that stuff because we haven't done any tests. Yeah. But then what happened?
So as we're setting up the live stream or trying to get it set up, one of the hurdles was like the internet was super slow. It was being really sluggish. It was hard for the computer to even connect. So that's one thing we're running into. And then we're waiting for the lights and all this stuff. And then, like, literally nothing would work.
Yeah. Couldn't connect to the
internet.
Remember
one of the guys back in the booth was like, did anybody, like, kick a cord or turn something off in the last 5 minutes? And we're like, no, we've just been sitting up here.
Yeah, and we need it in order to connect to the internet to give the live stream to the people. And what else?
Not only the live stream, but all the lights in this building, like all the cool LED lights, like the light wall, like all that stuff. Screens. All of these is run by the network. You have to be online on internet for these to work. And like also like run tickets, like checking people in through the, like your phone and the internet, like the system there. Even I mean you don't have to, but like running the merch, like the credit card thing, I mean it's obviously easier with internet. You can just use your phone service for sure, but like obviously we'd want to use internet for that.
Yes.
So all these things require internet.
So we're not figuring out for the longest time why internet isn't working. We're like, of course, the day of internet just all of a sudden stops working. Come to find out, the area our live show is going on at is a bunch of construction out the wazoo. They're building all these new things here. And apparently one of the construction workers hit the fiber internet line and cut off internet for the entire business district in that zone.
Yeah, this whole neighborhood, the whole north part of, I don't know how far it went, but that whole area that this venue was in, nobody had internet. Everyone's systems were down. It was a blackout.
And when you cut like an internet line, that's not just like, oh, let me go put some tape on it and figure it out. Like, we're doomed. Like, we're going to have to figure out how to perform this live show in front of everybody with just normal lights and not really anything special.
And no live stream either. We have 800 people who are waiting for a link. They're like, where's our link? And we're like, there's no internet in the building.
And we're getting a bunch of messages being like, where's the link? And we're like, we're trying.
It's not our fault.
But we are trying to focus on just the show. We can't be focusing on all these millions of things at once. So we're trying to remember, like, okay, we need to do a rehearsal. Like, I can't be handling internet and getting the Verizon hotspot and everything else that was not working.
Right. So did we go to lunch first and then rehearsal?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went to lunch. We're just kind of chilling, kind of praying about it. And we're just talking about how would the show look if we don't have internet? Basically, it's like, all right, let's just plan that we don't have internet. Don't know when it's going to get fixed. There's no ETA on that at all. So it's like, all right, we'll do the show just as we planned. We'll record it, and then we'll release this recording once we have internet as like a live stream, like kind of like it's live, but it would be like a day or two after.
I hated all the ideas of talking about what if it didn't work.
I know,
but this is like our nightmare.
So you just have to make a plan B.
Well, when we were talking about it, Hyper's like, we could go out in the parking lot and have just a big old party with everybody. He's being all like optimistic about it. And usually I'm optimistic. I'm like, I know, I don't want to do that. I feel like that just, man. So anyways, during lunch, we're just there having a good time as a team, enjoying food. We're hungry. We got a bunch of great food, by the way.
Yeah, Bourbon Brothers.
That helped.
Around.
And then we get a message from James saying that the internet's going to be on in like 15 minutes or less. Like, who saved the day?
No way.
I still don't know how they figured that out, how they got it fixed.
When we were going to lunch, though, there was a Comcast van that was flying around in the parking lot at Bass Pro. I don't know if he was in charge of fixing it, but
yeah,
somebody got to the bottom of it.
I need to shake that guy's hand, whoever that is, because he was able to fix it, and we were able to do a not full run through, but pretty much run through.
Yeah, we got about 80% done
for the first time.
Yeah, just so you guys know, we didn't even practice the full show ever.
That's hilarious.
But for example, like the pillow fight, the blindfolded pillow fight, that's one thing that we didn't rehearse, practice at all. Not even once. We didn't even set up that arena for practice.
We used our Mars capsule like pieces to set the arena up. Oh man!
So when you guys saw it on stage for the first time, so did we.
Which is so weird, like, because we're coming down to the wire. At 4 p.m. the doors open, and at 4:30 we do the VIP meet and greet hangout bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what is it? It's like 2 or something. I feel like maybe it's 1:30 or 1.
When we started rehearsal?
Yeah.
It was like 1:30, maybe 2.
So we're like, wow, we're not even technically going to get a full rehearsal in.
Yeah.
We haven't done a full rehearsal with any volunteers. We're like in the back. We keep hearing like, volunteers, get to the back. We're going to do a rehearsal. And there's like, everyone's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Just do it.
You be here. We didn't figure out who was going to be the bear until like the last minute.
Well, we had an idea. The bear was going to be Quinn, but since we didn't have any rehearsal time, it was going to be hard for Quinn to just know what to do once the show was live. So it was like, okay, actually, Samuel, you kind of know the basic gist, so you wear the costume. You be a bear.
Oh, man. So anyways, we get the rehearsal in. They get ready to open the doors. We go backstage and hang out, and we're underway. And it was just unbelievable, like seeing that many people there. 1,000 people in this room.
Yeah. And it's crazy because there really wasn't like anything that went wrong with the show. Once people started coming in the door, almost everything just kind of went according to plan.
Yes.
There was only one super minor detail that I noticed from my end, and that was during the bear skit scene. As soon as Hyper runs off stage, we were supposed to, that video of him backstage is supposed to come on immediately.
Oh, yeah.
And there was like maybe 20 seconds, 30-second delay on that. And I was like,
and if that video is important.
That was the whole part. The whole part of the skit was that video, but it played and it went fine.
Yeah, and at this point, I'm already getting extremely nervous. Just performing in front of people, it's not like, oh, I don't feel nervous at all. I was getting nervous, and then looking out and seeing that many people there, it was just crazy feeling. Then we go out to the VIP, chat with everybody, meet everybody, and then it sets in. We're got like 20 minutes till the show begins, and we just got live streaming set up basically.
Yep, right about then. And I noticed it was about that time when I realized that we hadn't built in any type of break for us for this 2-hour show.
Yeah.
Everything was like, all right, we're doing the first song, and then we're running backstage. We're going to do a quick costume thing, and then we're back out. And then we're going back. We're back out, back out, back. There's no like intermission. There's no like small break. It was just like, so that was the only part for me that was nervous. Like, oh, once we go out on stage, it's like, there's no like, okay, can we take a small break so we can catch our breath? It was like,
yeah, that's a good point. How did you feel like literally seconds before going on? Like when the countdown begins and we're about to go out, did nerves kick in for you?
I mean, like kind of, but also like not really. I don't know why, but it's like, yeah, like performing on stage is not something that I would say would be like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
So, but oddly enough, it was just like really calm. And right before those doors, because I hadn't seen like the full crowd yet. And the doors, we'd open them and close them real quick, and I wasn't looking out there, but like I just knew like as soon as we open those doors, it's just gonna be like a sea of people and just this huge crowd.
Yeah.
And it kind of made me kind of feel like skydiving. If you've ever been skydiving, because when we went skydiving, I went last, and I was the last one to come out for the Must Have Snacks song. So it's like you see people drop out of an airplane, they're just dropping out. And you're just kind of like anticipating this like big drop. So I was like, see like Seth go out, I see you go out, and I'm sitting back there like, kind of by myself, like waiting, because it's like you just jump out into this like just insane energy.
Yeah, because everybody's seeing us for the first time too, and a ton of people came from out of state, which is super awesome. But I just kept thinking about what if something doesn't go according to plan, so it's just kind of making me nervous. Kept looking at my phone, being like, okay, we got this first. Got to remember, I have to say this because that makes that leads to the transition. Trying to remember the whole flow. But I mean, like Andrew said, I don't think a single thing went wrong. Everything, the transitions, it was so great. Yeah. We couldn't have done that without the help of like some people in the backstage.
Totally. What was your favorite part of the show?
I definitely loved coming out for the very first time, just because like you get that feeling of seeing everybody for the first time, the hype of everybody seeing you for the first time, and everybody like Must Have Snacks. That's our most popular song. We're just jumping around, having a time, hearing people sing Must Have Snacks. But I also did love like the very last song too, like the remix, jumping around, just having a good time.
Yeah, that's fun.
What about you?
I don't know. I really liked the skit, even though it was kind of cringe. But I just think the idea of like we have the video playing on the screen of our YouTube video, and then we transition to us walking on stage, like holding the camera, like we're still filming it. We got like a little set up. I don't know why. I thought it was a cool thing that I haven't really seen like any other YouTubers do. I think it's hard to do like a live YouTube video, like have that feeling, and like the fans. Like I thought it was really cool too, because during the bear fight scene, like me, Justin, and Samuel were all wrestling on stage, like hitting each other and stuff. And I'm looking out in the crowd, and not a single person is watching us. They're all watching the TV screen of Hyper like running backstage.
Oh wow!
And I was like, "Hello, over here, we're battling a bear," but everyone's like looking up like at the screen, like, "How did Hyper? How did he run back there?
How are they filming that?
And how is this live?"
Yeah,
I just thought it was cool.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was a blast, and it all worked out. And I know we did the live show, but I haven't even really looked at the live stream video. I haven't got to watch like us do everything on stage from like the audience's perspective. But I think you guys and us, I'm waiting. We're launching a documentary of the live show. So that is what I was telling you about earlier.
Oh,
saying we're doing something else with this live show.
Yeah, we're doing a documentary showing, because we had a camera guy during the live show. He got some really cool shots. We shot some like interviews beforehand, some scenes of us like, the week prior, like building some things for the show, like packing up. All this like whole story that we just told is in video format soon.
Yeah. which is going to be super exciting because I'm sure some of you are like, man, I wish I could see what happened. And you're going to get to with this documentary. We don't have a set date yet because we're working on it right now, and it's quite the big project, but it's going to be worth the wait.
And it's going to be on,
Bless you,
JStuDudios
YouTube channel. We have 2 YouTube channels, guys. We have MoreJStu, and then we have JStuStudios. So go subscribe to JStuStudios. We are uploading there once a week at the moment. Vlogs.
And maybe more.
Yeah. So that's been super exciting. And once the show got done, I was just so pumped. And honestly, how I felt afterwards was beforehand, I was like, man, it'd be so fun to do a tour. And then afterwards, I was like, oh, I'm so glad this is done. I don't want to do something like this for a while. Like,
dude, yes. Like, shows are exhausting.
Yeah, because so much work went into it, and then so much just mentalness went into it that I'm like, oh, I do not want to do another. I can't imagine doing a tour. Like, Dude Perfect going from state to state and just doing that again.
Yeah.
Like,
that is so hard. Plus, like, imagine, like, there's musicians and artists who go on tour, but that's all they do. Like, imagine, like, us going on tour, but also having to create content for our channel and, like, doing all this, everything that we already are doing.
Yeah. Oof. And that's what's been really fun about what we do on YouTube is that we've gotten to experiment and do other different things outside of just making YouTube videos. Like, we've done short films. We've been on TV shows. We now have done our live show for the first time. We made music.
Whole album.
It's fun to get to try out things, and you get to learn, like, I like that. That was a good experience. Or, oh, let's, like, grow this some more. Let's do this. Mm-hmm. As far as live shows, I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. So that's a great question. So people, that's probably the number one question people have, like, asked me, probably you too, is like, oh, are you guys doing more? Are you going on tour?
I mean, we have 0 plans at the moment. I don't know if that would change. There's no way we do a tour, to answer your guys' question. We may in the future do a one-off show, but that is definitely not on the agenda. So there's your answer to that question.
Thank you.
The documentary we'll have to do.
You just have to watch that over and over again.
But hey, we keep doing new stuff all the time, so maybe something else will come about.
Sure.
We've talked about some ideas.
Yeah. I feel like for us sometimes too, it's like kind of goes in cycles because the next thing I think we're excited about is another short film.
Mm-hmm.
So we might do something in that arena and realm.
A live
sometime
event,
soon.
sort of. Yeah, exactly. So we'll obviously keep you guys updated on that end, but it's great to now be done and able to focus fully on our YouTube videos. And we're doing a lot of cool things on our YouTube channel. Speaking of cool new things, we have 2 new things. One, someone just joined the team, Blake, if you guys remember him from the good old days. Blake.
Out of bounds Blake?
Out of Bounds Blake from Hide and Seek League. He is officially a part of the team. He got in today for his first day and is here for good for now. So that's exciting.
Yes. And there's somebody else joining the team in a couple weeks, but we'll maybe we'll have both these guys on the podcast. We'll do a 4-player podcast maybe.
Whoa.
And
for
just
the first time.
have a cool like chat.
Yes, that'd be fun.
If you guys are down. Are you down? Or subscribe.
And the second cool thing, we're working on a warehouse on our property. So we're trying to level up the videos for you guys. So we're vlogging all that on JStuStudios so you can catch all that behind the scenes stuff there. But
Totally. Yeah. Like Justin said, focusing on videos and our YouTube channel and stuff, and even like this podcast, because we haven't really done any updates to like the way it looks, the way it's set up. There's nothing wrong with the way it's set up, but like now we can like kind of think about like, oh, what are some ways we can level up? What are some ways we can just keep making it as cool as we can?
exactly. So if you guys have any ideas, be sure to leave a YouTube comment and we'll read it and check it out because we obviously are making these for you guys and want to make it entertaining. But one takeaway from the live show that we got that you guys can take away is don't be afraid to try something new. And also, things will go wrong. Be prepared for that. Expect that. But don't get too stressed about it because at the end of the day, whether it works out the way you want it to or not, you'll figure out how to get it done. And you'll have a good time if you got the right perspective.
Right.
And you can't do things alone. So
That's great.
work with team members who know what they're doing.
Teamwork makes
The dream work.
Am I right?
I am right. Hey, do you have a gaming question for Mason at GameStop?
You better think of
deals
one.
in video games,
Oh,
consoles,
no.
and collectibles.
Portage to GameStop. This is Mason. How can I help you?
Hey, Mason, it's me again.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, so I might have a question for you now.
Yeah, what's up?
What are the odds that you get Halo 5 in early and an Xbox?
What do you mean early? You mean Infinite?
Uh-huh. Why did I say Halo 5? Oh, man.
Yeah. As I say, Halo 5 is already out. Infinite, I mean, we'll have it on release day. So once they announce a date, we'll have it that day for sure. But I don't know when exactly that's going to be yet. As for Xboxes, those have been kind of sporadic. But there is probably a good chance that once Halo gets a date, they could possibly send out a few systems that day as well to sell with the game.
Perfect. I'll have to come in and get that. And it's a two-part question.
Yeah, no.
No,
Go ahead.
You're not going to
No,
get them?
I was gonna say no guarantees, but that's just kind of me guessing. But I don't want to say that's for sure going to happen. I don't want to give your hopes up.
Oh, yeah. No worries. And also, do you guys have a release day for the Game Boy Glitch?
I'm sorry, you're getting a little robotic again. What was that?
Robotic. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Yeah, I was just wondering when you are going to have the release day for the Game Boy Glitch.
That I don't know if that's something we're going to be carrying.
Okay, so I'll have to check the distributor for that one.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, because it's not officially licensed by Nintendo. We usually don't carry stuff like that because we have a partnership directly with Nintendo for their products. So.
Okay, got it. Okay, I'll check on the forums. But my brother just has one last question, so
Yeah.
here you go.
Am I on?
Yeah.
Hey. Do you guys
what
have...
can I do for you?
Hi. Do you... The Animal Crossing update,
What about it?
is it there?
Oh, that's just something you download. So if you have the game already, you download the latest update and you'll get all that content on the game.
Oh, nuts. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right, cool, perfect.
Anything else for you guys?
No, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions for you guys, so it sounds like we're all good.
Perfect. All right, we'll get you
right.
getting back to work.
All right, sounds good. Take it easy,
All
guys.
right, bye-bye. Oh, wow. Glad that's done. If you guys haven't tried prank calls, you got to try it. It's just a good time.
It sure is, Billy.
Do you have any final thoughts, Andrew?
I think that's it. Thanks for watching the podcast, guys. It's on Spotify and Apple, too.
So make sure you're subscribed.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye.
Drew.
Leave a like for Drew.
Leave a like for Drew, who's editing this.
Laugh daily.